So today I'm going to be showing how to fix one of these Monsterjam monster trucks. They always break right here. My son has broken probably about 10 of them, and I cannot afford to keep on buying him new ones, so I'm fixing the ones he has. So as an example, this is one of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find where it lines up on the tire, and once I find where it lines up, I'm going to put a dab of super glue on there just to hold it in place, and then wait for a couple hours for that to dry. So just a little dab right in the center. Put this right. It's kind of super glued so that it's straight up and down. Okay, so after your super glue has dried, and this step is pretty much optional because it's not going to hold it at all. It's just going to hold it in place while you add the JB weld. Sometimes the super glue breaks before the JB weld even gets set, so that's why I say it's optional. But it does help to hold it into place. And that's also why you can't fix these with super glue, because it's just going to break within a couple of minutes. So I'm using JB weld plastic weld, taking a very liberal amount, mixing it up extremely well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece, roll it out evenly, and then I'm going to put it around the entire hub, completely covering the entire hub. And this is where it helps. It's not wiggling around in there, so you don't have to get it to line up as well as get in here. It just kind of stays in place as you're shoving all this. You want to fill the entire hub pretty much up with this JB Weld stuff. And you want to make it go around the entire part that broke. I'll show you a close up once I'm done, but you want to make it go around the entire part that broke. That way it's completely encasing it, which will give it a ton of support, make it not slide out of this JB Weld, and also make it so it won't break again in the future. This is extremely durable. My son has broken swing arm before this has broken again. On the ones I've fixed so far, I haven't had a single one fail, and he's extremely hard. It is going to make it so it's off balance, but that's better than being completely broken. So it also helps to have a little screw. So just take the back end of a screw and just kind of push it in. It's nice to get a little bit over the top of the plastic piece. That way it's really just completely encased in there. Once it dries, the stuff is hard as a rock, so it will not go anywhere. And I have this piece of wood, because as you can see, that super glue already failed. So now that I have it in place, I just want to make sure that the axle is lined up the best it can be. And then the plastic swing arm piece, you want to make sure it's not sitting down on the super glue or on the plastic weld. That way it doesn't get welded to the actual spinning part. So I'll show a close up once I'm done, but pretty much that's what you want to do, is just completely encase it. Just push it around, make sure it gets all the way down into the hub. That way it won't come out. But after you get it in there and you get it straight, that stuff is not going to be going anywhere. So, and this is what it looks like once it's all done. As you can see, I left a little gap while it's drying. I also completely filled up the entire hub. Very liberal with it, packed it all the way in there.
This is one of the ones I already fixed. As you can see, the swing arm broke before the little hub did. So I guess that's the next weakest point, but just to show you, I can drop this on tile and it will not break.